How was your day? Someone asks you this simple question and you freeze. Your mind goes blank. You want to answer, but you don't know how to describe your day in English. If this sounds familiar, you're in the right place. Today, I'm going to teach you exactly how to talk about your day in English, naturally, confidently, and in a way that keeps people interested. Hi, everyone. I'm Sadie, and welcome to Artificial Fluency Podcast. Before we dive in, I want to say something from my heart. I upload new videos to our channel every day for you to learn and grow. Don't forget to support me so I can continue doing this. You can help me see our channel in front of more people by subscribing, becoming a member, liking and commenting on each of my videos. Please don't forget to do these. Thank you for your support. Talk about your day. This might sound like a simple topic, but it's actually one of the most important conversation skills you can develop. Why? Because this is how people connect. When you meet someone, when you catch up with friends, when you have small talk with colleagues, you talk about your day. It's universal. It's natural. It's how relationships are built. But here's the challenge. Many English learners struggle with this. They know vocabulary for jobs, hobbies, and travel, but when it comes to describing the ordinary moments of a regular day, they run out of words. Today, I'm going to change that. We'll cover everything you need to describe your day, from morning to night, using natural expressions that native speakers actually use. This is a B1 intermediate episode, so I'll use conversational English with useful phrases and vocabulary that you can start using immediately. By the end of this episode, you'll have the tools to answer, "How was your day?" with confidence and detail. Let's begin. If you liked this lesson, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe to the channel so you can keep improving your English with us. Before we get into specific vocabulary and phrases, let me explain why learning to talk about your day is so valuable. First, it's practical. You will use this skill constantly. Whether you're texting a friend, video calling family, or making small talk at work, you'll need to describe your daily activities. Second, it helps you think in English. When you practice describing your actual experiences, the things you really did, English becomes more personal and memorable. Third, it builds your speaking confidence. Once you can comfortably talk about ordinary things, discussing more complex topics becomes easier. Now, let's talk about structure. When you describe your day, you're essentially telling a story, a mini story about 24 hours of your life. The simplest structure follows the natural flow of time, morning to afternoon to evening to night. But you can also organize it thematically. Work/study to personal time to social activities. Or you can focus on highlights, the most interesting part, to supporting details, to how you feel about it. There's no single correct way. The structure you choose depends on the situation and what you want to emphasize. For example, if a close friend asks, "How was your day?" you might focus on one or two interesting moments, rather than giving a minute-by-minute account. But if you're practicing your English or keeping a journal, you might prefer to go through your day chronologically. Today, I'm going to teach you the chronological approach, moving through the day from morning to night, because it's the most comprehensive and gives you the most vocabulary. Now, before we dive into specific vocabulary, let me share something important about making your daily descriptions interesting. Nobody wants to hear, "I woke up, I ate breakfast,
I went to work. I came home. I went to bed. This is technically correct English, but it's boring. It sounds robotic. Instead, you want to add small details that make it personal. How you felt about things, why you did certain things, unexpected moments or changes. For example, compare these two. Boring. I went to work. Better. I headed to work earlier than usual because I had an important meeting. See the difference? The second version gives context, explains motivation, and creates a more complete picture. As we go through today's vocabulary, I'll show you how to add these layers of detail naturally.
Let's start with morning. For many people, this is the most routine part of the day. Here are natural ways to start describing your morning. I woke up at. I got up around. My alarm went off at. I slept in until. This means you woke up later than usual. Notice that we say woke up or got up more often than just woke. Native speakers love these phrasal verbs. Now, what happens after you wake up? Let's build some sentences. Getting ready. I hit the snooze button a couple of times. This means you delayed your alarm. I dragged myself out of bed. This means you were reluctant to get up. I hopped in the shower. This means you took a shower quickly. I got ready for the day. I threw on some comfortable clothes. This means you dressed casually and quickly. I took my time getting dressed. This means you weren't rushing. Breakfast. I grabbed a quick breakfast. I made myself some coffee. I skipped breakfast because I was running late. I had cereal and toast. I stopped by a cafe on my way to work. Commute. I headed out around. I left the house at. I caught the bus or train at. I drove to work. The commute took about. Traffic was terrible, smooth, light. I walked to work, which takes about 20 minutes. Now, let me show you how to combine these into a natural description. I woke up at 7 this morning, but honestly, I hit the snooze button twice before actually getting out of bed. I jumped in the shower, threw on some jeans and a sweater, and headed to the kitchen. I made myself a quick coffee and grabbed a banana because I was running a bit late. I left the house around 8:15 and caught my usual bus. The ride took about 30 minutes. Not too bad today. Notice how this sounds? It's conversational. It includes small details. It uses contractions. It connects ideas smoothly with words like but, because, and. Here are some useful connecting words for time. First, to start with. Then, after that. Next. Finally. By the time. Before. While. You can also add feeling or commentary. Surprisingly. Unfortunately. Luckily. As usual. For a change. For example, as usual, I overslept. Surprisingly, I woke up early for once. Unfortunately, I missed my bus. Luckily, I had time for a proper breakfast. These little additions make your description much more engaging and natural.
Now let's move to the afternoon, typically the work or study portion of the day. This is where your descriptions will vary a lot, depending on your situation. Let me give you vocabulary for different contexts. If you work in an office, I got to the office around. I started my day by checking emails. I had a team meeting at. I spent most of the morning working on. I was swamped with. This means very busy. I had back-to-back meetings. This means meetings with no breaks between them. I wrapped up a project. This means completed. I collaborated with. This means worked together with. I touched base with. This means had a brief conversation with. If you study, I had classes from, to. I attended a lecture on. I worked on an assignment. I studied for an upcoming exam. I met with my study group. I did research in the library. Lunch and breaks. Around noon, I took a lunch break. I grabbed lunch with a colleague. I ordered takeout. I brought lunch from home. I ate at my desk because I was busy. I took a quick walk during my lunch break. Afternoon continues. In the afternoon, the afternoon flew by. This means time passed quickly. The afternoon dragged on. This means it felt slow and boring. I wrapped things up around. This means finished work. I called it a day at. This means stopped working. Now, here's an important tip. Don't just list tasks. Add context and your reactions. Compare these. Basic. I had a meeting. Then I worked on my project. Then I had lunch. Better. I had a meeting with my team this morning, which was actually pretty productive. We made some good decisions about the new project. After that, I dove into my work and honestly lost track of time. Before I knew it, it was 1 p.m. and I realized I'd skipped lunch. I quickly grabbed a sandwich from the cafe downstairs. See how this second version feels more like a real conversation? It includes opinions, actually pretty productive, emotions, honestly lost track of time, realizations, I realized I'd skipped lunch, actions, quickly grabbed. Let me give you some phrases for adding opinions and reactions. It was more interesting than I expected. I found it challenging but rewarding. To be honest, it was a bit frustrating. I was pleased with how it turned out. It wasn't my favorite task, but it had to be done. I enjoyed. I struggled with. If you liked this lesson, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe to the channel so you can keep improving your English with us. Now let's talk about the evening. When you finish work or school and transition to personal time. Leaving work or school. I finished up around. I left the office at. I headed home around. I clocked out at. This means officially ended work. The commute home was. Arriving home. I got home around.
I walked through the door at. When I got home, the first thing I did was I kicked off my shoes and collapsed on the couch. Very casual means you were very tired. Evening activities. I made dinner. I cooked. I ordered delivery because I was too tired to cook. I reheated leftovers. I had dinner with my family. I caught up on. This means watched or read. I binge watched. This means watched many episodes. I did some household chores. I tidied up the apartment. I did laundry. I ran some errands. This means did small tasks outside. Relaxation and socializing. I called my mom to chat. I FaceTimed with a friend. I scrolled through social media. Be honest, we all do it. I read for a while. I worked on a hobby. I practiced guitar, painting, whatever your hobby is. I went for an evening walk. I hit the gym. This means went to the gym. Winding down. Around 10, I started winding down. This means preparing for bed. I got ready for bed. I did my evening routine, shower, skincare, that sort of thing. I read in bed for a bit. I set my alarm for the next day. I turned in around. This means went to bed. I crashed pretty early because I was exhausted. Very casual. Here's a natural example of describing an evening. I left work around 5:30, and the commute home was actually pretty smooth for once. I got home around 6:15, kicked off my shoes, and immediately started thinking about dinner. I wasn't in the mood to cook, so I ordered Thai food. While waiting for delivery, I changed into comfortable clothes and scrolled through my phone for a bit. After dinner, I watched a couple episodes of this show I've been binge watching. Around 10, I started getting ready for bed, took a shower, did my skincare routine. I read for about 20 minutes before turning off the lights around 11. This sounds natural because it includes specific times, mentions small decisions like, I wasn't in the mood to cook, uses casual expressions like, kicked off my shoes, shows the natural flow of activities, ends with a clear conclusion. Now that you have the vocabulary, let me give you some tips for making your daily descriptions more interesting. Tip 1. Focus on what was different from usual. Most days follow a similar pattern. That's normal. But when describing your day, emphasize what was different from usual. Instead of, I woke up, went to work, came home, try, today was pretty typical, except I had an unexpected meeting with my boss, which was a bit nerve-wracking. Turns out it was just to discuss a new project. Nothing to worry about. Tip 2. Include a mini story. Share one moment in detail rather than skimming over everything superficially. The highlight of my day was lunch. I tried this new Mexican restaurant near my office with a colleague. We ordered way too much food: tacos, enchiladas, guacamole, and ended up taking half of it back to the office. Everyone was jealous. Tip 3. Mention how you felt. Emotions make stories more relatable and engaging. I felt really productive today. I was stressed about the deadline. I felt relieved when I finished. I was exhausted by the end of the day. I felt energized after my workout. Tip 4. Use variety in your verbs. Don't just say, I did this, I did that. Use different verbs. Instead of did, finished, completed, worked on, tackled. Instead of went to, headed to, stopped by, visited, dropped by. Instead of talked to, caught up with, chatted with, had a conversation with. Practice tips. Here's how to practice talking about your day. Daily journal. Each evening, write 3 to 5 sentences about your day in English. Use the vocabulary from today. Voice recording. Record yourself describing your day on your phone. Listen back and notice where you hesitate or repeat yourself. Find a practice partner. Exchange voice messages with another English learner. Ask each other, "How was your day?" and practice responding. Mental rehearsal. While commuting or doing chores, practice describing what you're doing in English. This builds automatic language use. Listen to native speakers. Pay attention to how English speakers describe their days in podcasts, YouTube videos, or conversations. Notice their patterns.
We've covered a lot today. Let's quickly review the key points. Structure. You can organize your day chronologically, morning, afternoon, evening, or thematically, work, personal, social. Morning vocabulary. Woke up, got ready, grabbed breakfast, headed out, caught the bus, train. Work/study vocabulary. Had meetings, worked on projects, collaborated with, studied for, attended classes. Evening vocabulary. Got home, made dinner, relaxed, caught up on shows, wound down, turned in. Make it interesting. Focus on what was different. Include mini stories. Mention emotions. And vary your vocabulary. Remember, talking about your day is a skill that improves with practice. Start simple. You don't need to use every phrase we learned today. Pick a few that feel natural and practice those. Tomorrow morning, try this. Mentally describe your morning routine in English as it happens. I'm waking up now. I'm getting out of bed. I'm heading to the shower. This simple practice builds automatic language use. And when someone asks, "How was your day?" you'll be ready to answer with confidence and detail. Thank you for spending this time with me today. I hope you feel more prepared to talk about your daily life in English. Keep practicing, keep improving, and remember, every conversation is an opportunity to grow. This is Sadie, and I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, have a wonderful day and practice describing it in English. Take care.
Can you read English but not understand when people speak? Do native English speakers talk too fast for you? You're not alone. Many English learners have this problem. Many learners. Today, I will help you understand why native speakers are hard to understand, and I will give you simple tips to help you. Hi everyone, I'm Sadie. Welcome to Artificial Fluency Podcast. Before we start, I want to say something from my heart. I upload new videos to our channel every day for you to learn and grow. Don't forget to support me so I can continue doing this. You can help me see our channel in front of more people by subscribing, becoming a member, liking, and commenting on each of my videos. Please don't forget to do these. Thank you so much for being here. Today, we will talk about a big problem for English learners. The problem is understanding native English speakers. Maybe you study English. You learn words. You learn grammar. You can read English. But then you listen to a native speaker and you don't understand. Nothing. You think, what? What did they say? Why is it so fast? Why is it so different from my textbook? This is normal. This happens to everyone. Every English learner has this problem. Today, I will explain why this happens, and I will give you easy tips to help you understand better. This is an A1 level episode. A1 means beginner. Very simple English. I will speak slowly. I will use easy words. I will explain everything. You don't need to understand every word. Just listen. Just relax. Are you ready? Let's begin. If you liked this lesson, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe to the channel so you can keep improving your English with us. First, let me explain why are native speakers hard to understand. There are 5 main reasons. Let me tell you each one. Reason 1. They speak fast. Native speakers speak very fast. Much faster than your English teacher. In class, your teacher speaks slowly, very clearly, so you can understand. But native speakers, they don't slow down for you. They speak at normal speed, native speed. And this native speed is very fast for beginners. Reason 2. They connect words together. Native speakers don't say each word separately. In your textbook, you see, "Do you want to go?" But native speakers say, "Do you want to go?" All the words connect. They become one sound. This is called connected speech. It's very different from textbook English. Reason 3. They use contractions. What is a contraction? A contraction is a short form. In textbooks, you learn, I am, you are, he is. But native speakers say, I'm, you're, he's. They also say, don't, can't, won't, shouldn't. These short forms are everywhere in spoken English. Everywhere. Reason 4. They use slang and idioms. Slang means informal words, words that are not in your textbook. Idioms are phrases with special meanings. For example, what's up doesn't really mean what is up. It means hello or how are you? Another example, hang out doesn't mean hang something. It means spend time together with friends.
Native speakers use slang and idioms all the time, but you don't learn these in beginner textbooks. Reason 5. Different accents. Not all native speakers sound the same. American English sounds different from British English. British English sounds different from Australian English. Even in America, people in New York sound different from people in Texas. All these different accents make listening very hard for beginners. Now, let me tell you something important. This is not your fault. You are not bad at English. You are not stupid. The problem is textbook English and real English are very different. Textbooks teach you one way, but native speakers talk a different way. That's why you feel confused. But don't worry. There are things you can do to improve. I will teach you.
Now I will give you tips, simple tips, to help you understand native speakers better. Tip 1. Listen to English every day. This is the most important tip. You need to listen to English a lot, every single day. Why? Because your brain needs to get used to the sounds, the speed, the rhythm. At first, you won't understand much. Maybe you understand only 10%, maybe only 20%. That's okay. That's normal. The important thing is keep listening every day. Slowly, your brain will start to recognize patterns. It will get used to the speed. It will start to understand more. Think about it like this. When you hear a new song for the first time, you don't know it. The melody is new, the words are new. But if you listen to this same song 10 times, 20 times, you start to know it. You can sing along. English is the same. The more you listen, the more you understand. How much should you listen? Try to listen for at least 15 minutes every day. Even 10 minutes is good. You can listen while you eat breakfast, while you walk, while you clean your house, while you drive. What should you listen to? Podcasts, YouTube videos, TV shows, movies, songs, anything in English. But remember, start simple. Don't start with a difficult movie in English or try to understand a fast podcast. This is too hard. You will feel frustrated. You will feel bad. Instead, start with easy content made for learners. For example, listen to podcasts for beginners, like this one. Watch children's TV shows. They use simple English and speak more slowly. Watch videos with subtitles. You can read and listen at the same time. Listen to English learning channels on YouTube. Start easy. When easy becomes comfortable, try something a little harder. Step by step, little by little. Don't jump to difficult content too fast. Let me give you my own example. When I was learning another language, I tried to watch the news. It was too hard. I understood nothing. I felt terrible. So, I stopped. I started watching children's cartoons instead. Yes, cartoons. They were simple. The language was easy. I could understand. This gave me confidence. After a few months, I tried the news again. And guess what? I understood more. So don't be embarrassed to start simple. Simple is smart. Simple is the right way. If you liked this lesson, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe to the channel so you can keep improving your English with us. Now let's talk about 2 more important tips. Tip 3. Learn common contractions. Remember I said native speakers use short forms? Contractions? You need to learn these. They are very important. Let me teach you the most common ones. To be contractions. I am equals I'm. You are equals you're. He is equals he's. She is equals she's. It is equals it's. We are equals we're. They are equals they're. Negative contractions. Do not equals don't. Does not equals doesn't. Did not equals didn't. Cannot equals can't. Could not equals couldn't. Would not equals wouldn't. Should not equals shouldn't. Is not equals isn't. Are not equals aren't. Was not equals wasn't. Were not equals weren't. Have not equals haven't. Has not equals hasn't. Will not equals won't. This one is special. These contractions are everywhere in spoken English. Everywhere. When you learn to recognize them, understanding becomes much easier. Practice listening for these short forms. Try to notice them when you listen to English. Tip 4. Learn about connected speech. Connected speech means words that join together. Let me give you examples. Example 1. Want to becomes wanna. I want to go sounds like I want to go. Do you want to eat sounds like do you want to eat? Example 2. Going to becomes gonna. I am going to study sounds like I'm gonna study. They are going to leave sounds like they're gonna leave. Example 3. Words with you. Did you sounds like did ya. Would you sounds like would ya. Can you sounds like can ya. Do you sounds like dya or ja. Example 4. Have to becomes have to. I have to go sounds like I have to go. Example 5. Other common connections. Let me sounds like lemme. Give me sounds like gimme. Got to sounds like gotta. Out of sounds like oughta. Kind of sounds like kinda. Sort of sounds like sorta. At first, these might sound strange to you, very different from textbook English. But these are how native speakers really talk. When you learn to recognize these patterns, you will understand much more. How can you practice this? Listen to English and try to notice when words connect. Try to notice when people say wanna instead of want to. You can also practice saying these yourself. Try speaking like a native speaker. This will help your brain recognize the sounds. Let me give you 2 more practical tips. Tip 5. Use subtitles. Subtitles are words at the bottom of the screen. When you watch movies or videos, turn on the subtitles in English. Why English subtitles? Why not your own language? Because English subtitles help you connect the sounds with the words. You hear the words, you see the words, your brain makes the connection. This is very powerful for learning. At first, you might need to pause the video, read the subtitle, listen again. That's okay. Take your time. Some people say, but using subtitles is cheating. No, it's not cheating. It's learning. It's smart. Many native speakers use subtitles too. When the audio is not clear, when there's background noise, when someone has a strong accent. So don't feel bad about using subtitles. They help you learn. Later, when your English gets better, you can try without subtitles. But for now, use them. Tip 6. Don't be afraid to ask people to repeat. This is very important for real conversations. When you talk to a native speaker and you don't understand, what should you do? Many students feel shy. They just nod and smile. They pretend to understand. But this doesn't help you learn. Instead, be brave. Ask them to repeat. Here are some useful phrases. Sorry, can you repeat that? Sorry, I didn't understand. Can you speak more slowly, please? What does that mean? Can you say that again? These phrases are very useful. Learn them. Use them. Most native speakers are happy to repeat. They are happy to help you. Don't feel embarrassed. Everyone learning a language needs to ask people to repeat. It's normal. I do this too. When I travel to another country, I ask people to repeat all the time. It's not embarrassing. It's brave. It shows you want to learn. It shows you're trying. So next time you don't understand, don't just smile and nod. Ask. Ask them to say it again. Now I want to talk about something important. Very important. Understanding native speakers takes time. A long time. You cannot do it quickly. You cannot do it in 1 month or 2 months. This is a journey. A long journey. And that's okay. That's normal. Let me tell you the truth. An honest truth. Even after years of studying English, you might not understand everything. You might still miss some words. You might still feel confused sometimes. And you know what? That's normal too. Even native speakers don't understand everything. Sometimes they miss words. Sometimes they ask, "What?" Or, "Can you repeat that?" So don't expect perfection. Don't expect to understand 100% of everything. Instead, celebrate small progress. Today, maybe you understand 20% of a conversation. Next month, maybe you understand 30%. 6 months later, maybe 50%. This is progress. This is success. Don't compare yourself to other people. Don't think, that person understands more than me. I'm so slow. No. Everyone learns at their own speed. Everyone has their own journey. Just focus on being better than yesterday. That's all. One more thing I want to say. Your accent is okay. Your mistakes are okay. Many English learners worry, my pronunciation is bad. Native speakers won't understand me. But here's the truth. English is a global language. There are many, many accents. American, British, Australian, Indian, Chinese, Spanish, Arabic, so many. Native speakers are used to hearing different accents. They can understand you. Don't try to sound exactly like a native speaker. That's not the goal. The goal is communicate. Share your ideas. Connect with people. If they understand you, that's success. So be patient with yourself. Be kind to yourself. Keep practicing. Keep listening. Little by little, day by day, you will improve. I promise. Let's review what we learned today. Why are native speakers hard to understand? 1. They speak fast. 2. They connect words together. 3. They use contractions. 4. They use slang and idioms. 5. They have different accents. What can you do to improve? Tip 1. Listen to English every day. Tip 2. Start with easy content. Tip 3. Learn common contractions. Tip 4. Learn about connected speech. Tip 5. Use English subtitles. Tip 6. Ask people to repeat. Remember, this takes time.
Be patient. Be kind to yourself. Every day you listen, you improve. Even if you don't see it, your brain is learning. You're doing great. I'm proud of you for trying, for practicing, for being here. Keep going. Don't give up. You can do this. Thank you for listening today. Thank you for being part of our Artificial Fluency family. I will see you in the next episode. Until then, keep listening, keep learning, and keep believing in yourself. This is Sadie. Goodbye.
Two people. Same age. Same education. Same opportunities. One person becomes successful. The other person struggles. Why? What's the difference? The difference is not money. The difference is mindset, the way they think. Today, I'm going to teach you about rich mindset versus poor mindset, and how you can develop a rich mindset. Hi everyone, I'm Sadie. Welcome to Artificial Fluency Podcast. Before we begin, I want to say something from my heart. I upload new videos to our channel every day for you to learn and grow. Don't forget to support me so I can continue doing this. You can help me see our channel in front of more people by subscribing, becoming a member, liking, and commenting on each of my videos. Please don't forget to do these. Thank you so much for your support. Today, we're going to talk about mindset. What is mindset? Mindset is the way you think, your attitude, your beliefs about life. Now, I want to be very clear about something important. When I say rich mindset and poor mindset, I'm not talking about money. You can have a lot of money, but have a poor mindset. You can have very little money, but have a rich mindset. Rich mindset means you think in ways that help you grow and succeed. Poor mindset means you think in ways that keep you stuck. This is about how you think, not how much money you have. This is an A1 to A2 level episode. I will use very simple English, short sentences, easy words. Today, I will teach you 7 differences between rich mindset and poor mindset. Understanding these differences can change your life and help you grow. Are you ready? Let's begin. If you liked this lesson, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe to the channel so you can keep improving your English with us. Let's start with the first 2 differences. Difference 1. How you react to discomfort. What is discomfort? Discomfort means feeling uncomfortable, not comfortable. Maybe something is difficult, maybe something is new, maybe something makes you nervous. Everyone feels discomfort sometimes. The question is, what do you do when you feel uncomfortable? Poor mindset avoids discomfort, runs away from it. When something is difficult, they stop, they quit. They think, this is too hard, I should stop. Rich mindset accepts discomfort, embraces it. When something is difficult, they keep going. They understand growth happens when I'm uncomfortable. Let me give you an example. Imagine two people learning English. Person A with poor mindset, they try to speak English. They make a mistake. They feel embarrassed, so they stop speaking. They think, English is too hard. I give up. Person B with rich mindset, they try to speak English. They make a mistake. They feel embarrassed, but they keep speaking. They think, mistakes help me learn. I will keep trying. Who will improve? Person B, because they don't run away from discomfort. Think about exercise. When you go to the gym, your muscles hurt. This is uncomfortable. But this discomfort means your muscles are growing. They're getting stronger. It's the same with your mind. When learning is uncomfortable, your mind is growing. So remember, discomfort is not bad. Discomfort is growth. Difference 2. How you think about learning. Poor mindset. Learning stops after school. People with poor mindset think, I finished school, now I'm done learning. They stop reading books, they stop learning new skills, they stop growing. Rich mindset. Learning never stops. People with rich mindset always want to learn more. They read books, they take courses, they ask questions. They are curious. They think, the more I learn, the more I can do. Let me tell you a story. I know two men. Both worked at the same company. Man A thought, I just want my salary. I want money. Every time he changed jobs, he asked, how much will you pay me? Man B thought, I want to learn. I want to grow. Every time he had an opportunity, he asked, what can I learn here? Man A changed jobs many times. He always chased higher pay, but he never learned much. Man B stayed at one company longer. He learned everything about the business, how it works, how to solve problems, how to lead. After 5 years, who was more successful? Man B. Why? Because he focused on learning, not just earning. Skills last forever. Money comes and goes. But skills, they stay with you. So always keep learning. Read, watch videos, take classes, be curious. When you learn, you grow. When you grow, opportunities come. If you liked this lesson, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe to the channel so you can keep improving your English with us. Now, let's talk about the next two differences, money and fear. Difference 3, how you use money and time. Poor mindset spends money on appearances. What does appearances mean? How you look, your image. People with poor mindset buy expensive clothes, expensive phones, expensive cars. Why? To look successful, to impress people. They think, I work hard, I deserve this nice thing now. But these things don't help them grow. These things lose value quickly. Rich mindset invests in assets. What is an asset? Something that gives you value in the future. People with rich mindset use money and time to build things that last. Maybe they take a course to learn a new skill. Maybe they buy books. Maybe they start a business. Maybe they invest money that will grow. They think, let me build something that will help me later. Think about it this way. Buying expensive shoes is like buying fake flowers. They look nice today, but they don't grow. They stay the same. Then they get old. Learning a new skill is like planting a tree. At first, you don't see much, but it grows, and later it gives you fruit. It gives you shade. It gives you value for many years. Which is better? The tree. Now, I'm not saying never buy nice things. It's okay to enjoy life. But rich mindset people think about the future. They build first, then they enjoy. Difference 4. How you handle fear. Everyone feels fear. Rich people feel fear. Poor people feel fear. Everyone. The difference is, what do you do with that fear? Poor mindset. Fear stops them. When they feel afraid, they stop. They don't try. They think, I'm scared, so I won't do it. Fear makes their decisions. Rich mindset. Fear doesn't stop them. They feel afraid, but they do it anyway. They think, I'm scared, but I'll try. They know confidence doesn't come before action. Confidence comes after action. Let me give you a personal example. When I started this podcast, I was terrified. I thought, what if people don't like my voice? What if I make mistakes? What if I fail? I was very scared. But I had two choices. Choice 1, let fear win. Don't start. Stay safe. Choice 2, feel the fear, but start anyway. I chose choice 2. And yes, I was nervous, but I did it. And you know what? The fear got smaller. The more I practiced, the less afraid I felt. Now I love making these podcasts for you. If I let fear stop me, I would never have started, and I would have missed this amazing opportunity. So remember, fear is normal, but don't let fear be the boss. You be the boss. Feel the fear, then do it anyway. Now let's talk about 2 more differences: time and responsibility. Difference 5. How you think about time. Poor mindset. Wants quick results. People with poor mindset want everything fast. They want success now, money now, results now. They try something for 1 week. If they don't see results, they quit. They think, this doesn't work. Rich mindset plays the long game. People with rich mindset understand good things take time. They are patient. They work consistently, even when they don't see results immediately. They think, I'm building something. It will take time, but I trust the process. Let me explain with an example. Imagine you're learning English. Poor mindset. I studied for 2 weeks, but I still can't speak perfectly. This is useless. I quit. Rich mindset. I've been studying for 2 weeks. I can't speak perfectly yet, but I know I'm improving. I'll keep going. Who will succeed? The second person. Why? Because they understand. Learning takes time. Think about a tree. When you plant a seed, you don't see a tree the next day. You water it. You wait. Nothing happens. You water it more. You wait more. Still nothing. But under the ground, something is happening. Roots are growing. Then one day, a small plant appears. You keep watering. The plant grows into a tree. Success is the same. You work, you don't see results. You work more, still no results. But something is happening. You're growing. You're building. Then one day, boom, the results appear. So be patient. Trust the process. Play the long game. Difference 6. How you take responsibility. This is very important. This might be the most important difference. Poor mindset blames others. When something goes wrong, they blame. They make excuses. It's not my fault. The economy is bad. I didn't have opportunities. Other people had it easier. They always point the finger at someone else or something else. Rich mindset takes ownership. When something goes wrong, they look at themselves first. They ask, what could I do differently? What can I learn from this? How can I improve? They take responsibility. They take control. Let me tell you why this is so powerful. When you blame others, you give away your power. You're saying, I'm helpless. I can't change anything. But when you take responsibility, you take back your power. You're saying, I can do something. I can change. I can improve. Here's a true story. I once missed an important opportunity. At first, I was angry. I blamed bad timing. I blamed other people. I blamed everything. But then I stopped and I asked myself, what could I have done differently? And I realized I could have prepared better. I could have asked more questions. I could have acted faster. These were things I could control. Blaming others made me feel weak and angry, but taking responsibility made me feel strong and motivated to improve. So remember, you can't control everything in life, but you can always control your response, your effort, your attitude. Take responsibility. Take back your power. Now, the final difference. And this is beautiful. Difference 7. How you see other people's success. Poor mindset. Competition. People with poor mindset see success as a competition, like a race. If someone else wins, they think, I lose. They feel jealous when others succeed. They feel threatened. They think, there's not enough success for everyone. They ask, what can I get? Rich mindset. Contribution. People with rich mindset see success differently. They believe There's enough success for everyone. When someone else wins, everyone wins. They feel happy when others succeed. They want to help others grow. They ask, "What can I give?" Let me explain with a beautiful example. Imagine you have a candle. The candle is lit. It gives light. Now, someone else wants light too. So you use your candle to light their candle. What happens to your candle? Does your light get smaller? No, your light stays the same. But now there are two lights. The room is brighter. This is rich mindset. Helping others doesn't hurt you. It makes everything better. I'll give you a personal example. This podcast. Why did I start it? To compete with other English teachers? No. I started it to share, to help, to contribute. When you succeed in English, I don't lose anything. I gain something. I gain the joy of knowing I helped you. And when I help you, maybe one day you'll help someone else. And the good keeps spreading. This is beautiful. This is rich mindset. So celebrate when others succeed. Help people when you can. Share what you know. Success is not a pizza where one person's slice makes the pizza smaller for others. Success is like light. Sharing it makes everything brighter. We've talked for 30 minutes today about rich mindset versus poor mindset. Let me remind you of the 7 differences. 1. Rich mindset embraces discomfort. Poor mindset avoids it. 2. Rich mindset learns forever. Poor mindset stops learning after school. 3. Rich mindset invests in growth. Poor mindset spends on appearances. 4. Rich mindset acts despite fear. Poor mindset lets fear decide. 5. Rich mindset is patient. Poor mindset wants quick results. 6. Rich mindset takes responsibility. Poor mindset blames others. 7. Rich mindset contributes. Poor mindset competes. Now, here's the good news. You can change your mindset. Your mindset is not permanent. It's not stuck. You can choose every day to think differently. Start small. Pick one thing from today's lesson. Maybe decide, I will not quit when things get uncomfortable. Or, I will stop blaming and start taking responsibility. Just one change, one decision. That's how it starts. Remember, rich mindset is not about money. It's about growth. It's about thinking in ways that help you become better. You're already developing rich mindset right now. How? You're learning English. You're investing in yourself. You're growing. Be proud of yourself. You're on the right path. Thank you for listening today. Thank you for being here. Thank you for wanting to grow. Keep learning. Keep trying. Keep developing that rich mindset. This is Sadie, and I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, remember, your mindset creates your life. Choose wisely. You've got this. Goodbye. Do you understand English when you listen, but when you try to speak, the words don't come out? Do you feel shy or nervous when you need to talk in English? Today, I'm going to teach you a simple technique that will help you speak English more easily and naturally. It's called shadowing, and it really works. Hi everyone, I'm Sadie. Welcome to Artificial Fluency Podcast. Before we begin, I want to say something from my heart. I upload new videos to our channel every day for you to learn and grow. Don't forget to support me so I can continue doing this. You can help me see our channel in front of more people by subscribing, becoming a member, liking, and commenting on each of my videos. Please don't forget to do these. Thank you so much for your support. Today is a special episode. Today we will practice speaking together. Not just listening, speaking. I will teach you a technique called shadowing. This is a very powerful way to improve your English speaking. What is shadowing? I'll explain in a moment. But first, let me tell you, this episode is interactive. That means you need to participate. You need to speak out loud. Don't be shy. Nobody can hear you. You're alone. It's safe. Speaking out loud is the only way to improve your speaking. So today, please speak with me. This is an A1 to A2 level episode. I will use very simple English, very clear, very slow. Are you ready to practice speaking? Let's begin. If you liked this lesson, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe to the channel so you can keep improving your English with us. First, let me explain what is shadowing. Shadowing is very simple. You listen to English, and you repeat what you hear. Immediately. Like an echo. Imagine someone says, "Hello, how are you?" You say, "Hello, how are you?" They say, "I'm fine, thank you." You say, "I'm fine, thank you." You copy everything, the words, the pronunciation, the rhythm, the feeling. You are like a shadow. A shadow follows you everywhere. It copies your every move. That's why we call it shadowing. Now, why is shadowing so powerful? Let me explain 3 reasons. Reason 1, it trains your mouth. Speaking English uses different muscles than your native language. Your tongue needs to move in new ways. Your lips need to form new shapes. When you shadow, you practice the physical movements of speaking English. At first, it feels strange. It feels difficult. But with practice, it becomes easier and more natural. Reason 2, it improves your pronunciation. When you shadow, you copy the exact sounds you hear, the correct pronunciation. You learn how words really sound, not how they're spelled, but how they're spoken. This helps you sound more natural, more like a native speaker. Reason 3, it builds your confidence. The more you speak, the more confident you become. Shadowing is a safe way to practice. You're alone, nobody is judging you, you can make mistakes, you can practice without fear. And every time you shadow, you become a little bit braver, a little bit more confident. Now, here's something important. You don't need perfect grammar to sound natural. You need clarity, practice, and confidence. What does clarity mean? It means speaking clearly so people can understand you. You don't need to be perfect.
You just need to be clear and confident. Shadowing helps you with this.
Now, let me teach you how to shadow correctly. There are 3 steps. Step 1, listen. First, just listen. Don't speak yet. Just listen to the whole sentence. Try to understand the meaning. Listen to the pronunciation. Listen to the rhythm. Step 2, repeat. Now, repeat the sentence. Try to copy everything. Copy the pronunciation. Copy the rhythm. Copy the feeling. Don't worry if you can't say it perfectly. Just try your best. Step 3, practice again. Repeat the sentence again and again until it feels more natural. The more you repeat, the easier it becomes. That's it. 3 simple steps. Now, today, we're going to practice a special kind of shadowing. I will ask you questions, personal questions about you. First, I will give you an example answer. You will shadow my answer. You will repeat after me. Then, I will give you time to answer with your own answer, your own information about your life. Let me show you how it works with an example. Example question: what is your name? Listen to my answer first. My name is Sadie. Now repeat after me. My name is Sadie. Good. Now answer with your name. Did you do it? Great. That's how we'll practice today. I'll ask a question. I'll give an example. You repeat. Then you answer with your own information. Are you ready? Remember, speak out loud. Don't just think the answer. Say it. Let's practice. If you liked this lesson, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe to the channel so you can keep improving your English with us. Now, let's practice together. Remember to speak out loud. Question 1. What is your name? Listen to my answer. My name is Sadie. Now repeat after me. My name is Sadie. Good. Now answer with your name. Excellent. Question 2. Where are you from? Listen to my answer. I'm from America. Now repeat. I'm from America. Now answer with your country. Great job. Question 3. How old are you? Listen to my answer. I'm 30 years old. Repeat. I'm 30 years old. Now say your age. Perfect. Question 4. Do you work or study? Listen to my answer. I work. I'm a teacher. Repeat. I work. I'm a teacher. Now answer with your situation. Maybe you say, I work, or I study, or I work and study. Well done. Question 5. What do you like doing in your free time? Listen to my answer. I like reading books and listening to music. Repeat. I like reading books and listening to music. Now say what you like doing. Maybe you like cooking, or watching movies, or playing sports. Excellent. Question 6. Do you have any brothers or sisters? Listen to my answer. Yes, I have one brother. Repeat. Yes, I have one brother. Now answer with your family information. Maybe you say, yes, I have 2 sisters, or no, I'm an only child. Great. Question 7. What is your favorite food? Listen to my answer. My favorite food is pizza. Repeat. My favorite food is pizza. Now say your favorite food. Wonderful. Question 8. How do you usually spend your weekends? Listen to my answer. I usually relax at home and meet friends. Repeat. I usually relax at home and meet friends. Now answer with what you do on weekends. Perfect. Question 9. What makes you happy? Listen to my answer. Good music and kind people make me happy. Repeat. Good music and kind people make me happy. Now say what you happy. Maybe family, or nature, or your hobby. Beautiful. Question 10. Are you a morning person or a night person? Listen to my answer. I'm a morning person. I like waking up early. Repeat. I'm a morning person. I like waking up early. Now answer with your preference. Maybe you say, I'm a night person. I like staying up late. Excellent work. Question 11. What kind of person are you? Listen to my answer. I'm a calm and friendly person. Repeat. I'm a calm and friendly person. Now describe yourself. Maybe you're quiet, or energetic, or shy, or outgoing. Great. Question 12. What is something you are proud of? Listen to my answer. I'm proud of learning English. Repeat. I'm proud of learning English. Now say something you are proud of. Wonderful. You did amazing practice today. You just completed shadowing practice. Great job. Now, let me give you some tips to help you improve even more. Tip 1. Practice every day. Even just 10 minutes every day is powerful. Don't practice for 2 hours one day and then nothing for a week. That doesn't work. Practice a little bit every day. Consistency is key. You can shadow with this video. You can shadow with other videos. You can shadow with podcasts or TV shows. Just 10 minutes every day. That's all you need. Tip 2. Don't worry about mistakes. When you shadow, you will make mistakes. That's normal. That's okay. The goal is not perfection. The goal is practice. Every time you speak, you improve, even if you make mistakes. Mistakes are part of learning. Don't be afraid of them. Tip 3. Record yourself. This is a great tip. Record yourself speaking English. Use your phone. Record yourself shadowing, or record yourself answering questions. Then listen to the recording. How do you sound? This helps you hear your own pronunciation. You can notice what you need to improve. Tip 4. Speak with feeling. Don't speak like a robot. Speak with emotion, with feeling. When you say, "I'm happy," sound happy. When you say, "I'm tired," sound tired. This makes your English more natural, more real. Tip 5. Be patient with yourself. Learning a language takes time. It's not fast. Some days you'll feel great. Some days you'll feel frustrated. That's normal. That's part of the journey. Be patient. Be kind to yourself. Keep practicing. You're doing great. I'm proud of you. We practiced together for 30 minutes today. You did wonderful work. Let me remind you of the most important things. 1. Shadowing means listening and repeating, like an echo. 2. Shadowing trains your mouth, improves your pronunciation, and builds your confidence. 3. Practice every day, even just 10 minutes. Consistency is more important than perfection. 4. Don't be afraid of mistakes. Mistakes are part of learning. 5. You don't need perfect grammar. You need clarity, practice, and confidence. I want you to remember something very important. Every time you speak English, you're being brave. You're trying something difficult. You're growing. Be proud of yourself. You're doing amazing. Keep practicing. Keep shadowing. Keep speaking. Your English will improve. I promise. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but little by little, day by day, you will get better. And one day, you'll speak English easily and naturally, without thinking, without fear. That day will come. Keep going. Thank you for practicing with me today. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being brave enough to speak out loud. I believe in you. You can do this. This is Sadie, and I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, keep speaking, keep practicing, keep being amazing. You've got this. Goodbye.